What's the most satisfying time you helped a friend get justice? My best friend Chloe is an artist, a truly gifted painter with a unique, vibrant style. For years, she struggled, painting in her tiny apartment, but she never lost her passion. Then came her big break, a solo exhibition at Sterling Gallery, a chic, up-and-coming space run by Mr. Arthur Sterling. Sterling was all charm and promises, talking about Chloe's untapped genius and revolutionary vision. Chloe, who was a brilliant artist but completely naive about the business side, was ecstatic. I, on the other hand, being a junior lawyer, felt a prickle of unease when I skimmed the contract he had her sign. It was heavily skewed in his favor, granting him extensive rights over her work and a hefty percentage, but Chloe just wanted to paint, so she signed. Chloe's first show was a phenomenal success. Every piece sold out, critics raved, and she finally started making a living. But as the money rolled in, Sterling became increasingly demanding. He pushed her for more work, faster, and started subtly influencing her style, suggesting improvements that diluted her vision. What really infuriated me was when he started taking credit. His gallery's social media and promotional materials began featuring phrases like Arthur Sterling's discerning eye brought Chloe's genius to light, or under Sterling's creative direction, Chloe's work has truly blossomed. Chloe was too gentle to confront him, but I saw the light dimming in her eyes. Her genius was becoming his vision. The breaking point came when Sterling announced a major retrospective of Chloe's work, including earlier pieces. He planned to release a limited edition book featuring these works. During a walkthrough, Chloe noticed some of her older canvases had been subtly altered. A deeper shade here, a new texture there. Minor changes, but they weren't hers. Sterling waved it off as curatorial enhancements. Then she saw the proofs for the book. Not only were the altered images included, but Sterling had written an introduction that all but claimed co-authorship of her artistic journey. Chloe was devastated. She looked at me, tears in her eyes. He's stealing my soul. That was it. I remembered a specific obscure clause in her contract. Any alteration of original artwork or creation of derivative works, including prints, reproductions, or publications for commercial purposes, requires the artist's explicit written consent, and any collaborative effort must be clearly delineated in writing. Sterling, being a verbal manipulator, had never gotten anything in writing for his curatorial enhancements or the new book. My plan was simple. I helped Chloe meticulously photograph and document every original piece she had, comparing it side by side with Sterling altered versions. We then compiled all her old emails and sketches, proving her original intent and his unsolicited improvements. I then drafted a terse, legally precise letter to Sterling, citing the specific clause and demanding immediate cessation of the book publication and removal of altered pieces from the upcoming show, or we would pursue legal action for breach of contract and artistic misrepresentation. Sterling predictably scoffed. He called me a small-time lawyer trying to make a name, but he underestimated me. I didn't just send the letter to him, I also sent an anonymous, well-researched tip, complete with our documentation, to Art Scrutiny, a prominent independent art blog known for exposing gallery misconduct. The blog post hit 2 days before the retrospective. It was brutal. It laid bare Sterling's deceptive practices, showing side-by-side comparisons of Chloe's original work versus his curatorial enhancements, and dissecting his pompous book introduction against the contractual clauses. The art world erupted. Critics, collectors, and fellow artists piled on. The retrospective was canceled. Sterling Gallery lost numerous artists and faced an internal audit. Sterling himself became a pariah. Chloe was able to terminate her contract, reclaim all her artwork, and even found a new ethical gallery that truly respected her vision. Arthur Sterling eventually had to close his gallery, his reputation in tatters. And Chloe? She now runs her own studio, selling directly to collectors, and never signs a contract without me scrutinizing every single word.